Hello and welcome to In Depth with Academia. I'm your host, Richard Price, CEO of academia.edu. It's wonderful to have you all join me today as we delve into the fascinating world of academic research once again. Today we're exploring a study, Helen A.B.D.L. H.A.I.D. Abd El-Hakim, that's surely going to capture your interest because, let me just say, it ties together leadership, tourism, and emotional intelligence in a way you might not have imagined. So, what exactly are we talking about today? The core question, or rather the big question that this paper addresses, is how emotional intelligence can be used as a tool for tourism leadership, particularly in the Arab world, to enhance integration across national tourism efforts. Why is this significant, you ask? Well, with the global tourism industry being such a pivotal area for economic and cultural exchange, especially post-COVID-19, finding ways to improve leadership by tapping into emotional intelligence could be transformational. Now, let's dig a little deeper into Helen's study. The paper argues that emotional intelligence, or EQ, is not just a feel-good concept, but a necessary tool for navigating the complexities of tourism management, especially in the context of the Arab world, where diverse cultures and histories intermingle. EQ can be the secret sauce to bind these diverse elements together harmoniously. The study looks at Arab tourism through the lens of EQ and suggests that focusing on integration rather than competition can lead to more holistic and abundant outcomes. Integration here involves both horizontal and vertical dimensions. It sounds technical, but essentially it's about interlinking different levels and areas of tourism to create a seamless experience. So, how does emotional intelligence play a role? According to Helen, there are 5 core components of EQ, and I find this bit quite fascinating: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, all of which, when honed, could empower tourism leaders to foster stronger connections, better communication, and a more cohesive strategic vision. Imagine being able to read the room, so to speak, in an international tourism context where understanding cultural nuances is key. So while technology, robotic systems, AI, all those good things continues to advance, there's this growing acknowledgement that the human element provided by EQ is irreplaceable in industries like tourism. Transitioning here, you might wonder how this idea contrasts with more traditional measurements like IQ. Historically, intelligence quotients have been valued far more, but EQ sets itself apart by focusing on people skills rather than just cognitive abilities. Helen's paper interestingly highlights that tourism leaders with high EQ are more equipped to handle conflicts and see opportunities for collaboration rather than competition. This shift from scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, it sounds refreshingly optimistic. Before I go off on a complete tangent about abundance mindsets and their philosophical ramifications, because I could easily get lost in that discussion, let's steer back to the practical insights from Helen's work. They say a scarcity mindset limits potential by focusing on what you don't have, whereas an abundance mindset looks at the world as filled with opportunities. According to the study, leaders who apply emotional intelligence can naturally foster this mindset, leading to better integration across tourism initiatives. Now, if you're like me, you may be wondering about actionable steps. How does this research advise tourism stakeholders to implement these concepts? The study proposes that Arab tourism ministries should start by fostering internal tourism integration before moving to cross-border initiatives. This could include unified marketing strategies and education collaborations, much like existing European models. It suggests creating a platform to highlight Arab world tourism's rich heritage and cultural offerings, aiming for seamless tourist experiences that move beyond competition to a mutually beneficial collaboration. And just as the intriguing Amazon Cooperation Treaty provides an example of successful integration using tourism circuits that offer ecological, cultural, and economic benefits, so too could the Arab nations leverage such models for tourism success. So, wrapping this up, this paper, the paper by Helen El-Hamid Abd El-Hakim, offers a compelling look at the role of emotional intelligence in redefining tourism leadership strategies in the Arab region. Remember, these are insights to explore and reflect on. They're not definitive answers, but hopefully it leaves you with much to think about regarding the intersection of human psychology and global tourism strategies. Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey. Until next time on in depth with academia. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and don't forget the human touch in everything you do.